Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your Scorpio season reading. The messages that come through may resonate for your sun, your moon, your rising, or your north node. And this reading goes from right now all the way through November 21st. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, links will be listed below. But let's get into these messages for you, Capricorn. Scorpio season is a time where you are going to be more in your intuition, more in your emotions about things, and you're going to be feeling everything quite deeply. And Scorpio rules the 8th house, and the 8th house is all about endings, beginnings, major transformation. And it's also about the shadow energy. So this is a time where you're going to be in deep contemplation. You're going to be seeing things differently. You're going to be far more emotionally sensitive than you typically are. And your intuition is on point, Capricorn. In any area of life where you feel like you are struggling or stuck, this is a time to ask your shadow why that is. And your shadow is going to give you the answer. And from there, you'll be able to transmutate that energy. Okay, so we start Scorpio season off with both Mars and Mercury being in Scorpio. And then Mercury's going to move in to Sagittarius, and then it's going to go retrograde, and it's going to retrograde back into Scorpio. And we're going to be dealing with that energy of Mercury in Scorpio, then Sag, retrograde in Sag, back into Scorpio, direct in Scorpio, and then moving back into Sag pretty much from now until the end of the year. And so with this Mercury retrograde, things from the past may be coming back to you, Capricorn, and anything that's returning, it's either A, for you to finally have your clarity and understanding, or B, it's time for something to unfold and manifest and happen, or C, it's time for your completion and closure. So as we go into the retrograde period of Mercury, first through Sagittarius, and then into Scorpio, it's pretty much like a lot of November is going to be that Mercury retrograde energy, okay? And that's when things are returning to you from the past. And this could be people, this could be situations, this could be unfinished business, this could also be blessings, okay? And then Scorpio, Venus is going to move into Scorpio in November as well. And then we're going to have the Scorpio new moon on November 19th. And the new moon is a great time to really set your intention of everything that you want to happen and take place for you in the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or a year ahead. So let's get into the cards, Capricorn. Let's see how this Scorpio energy is impacting you, and the retrograde of Mercury as well. And also, remember, as we get to October 31st and November 1st, that's Samhain and Day of the Dead. That is when the veil is the thinnest between our realm and the spirit realm. So make sure that you are open to receiving those signs and synchronicities from your spiritual team. All right, night song, hidden talents. So you are going to be activated, Capricorn, through all of this Scorpio energy and Mercury retrograde. And night song, you know, the shadow energy is connected to darkness, to night, to all of that. And so you're coming out of some darkness, some heavier shadow experience that you may have been working on for a while. You're coming out of that, Capricorn. So I feel Scorpio season is awakening you spiritually and helping your experiences transform into strength and wisdom. And then when we move into Sagittarius season, the 22nd of November through the 21st of December, right before we go into Capricorn season, that is where Deep healing is also taking place, but you feel like you're coming back to life. You are getting your spark back. You're feeling optimistic and positive and hopeful once again. So I know we're just looking at Scorpio season for your messages, but for you guys, there are things that are playing out in Scorpio season. There's another part to it, another layer to it when we move through Sagittarius season, right before we move in to your season, Capricorn. So you're getting over some stuff that hasn't been easy to deal with, and you're being activated. And through this activation, you now feel hopeful and optimistic and positive once again, because when things are heavy and we're in the struggle, it can be very disheartening. To just, even think about the future. You just feel so pessimistic, like, nothing's been going right. Everything sucks. What do I have to look forward to? And you just don't have the excitement, right? But you're shifted out of that energy. And now you are going to be excited and hopeful and optimistic, and you're not feeling so heavy and bogged down. So there's some positive changes that are also coming for Capricorn. So let's pull some more cards. Let's go deeper. All right, you got crystals. Channel the earth's energy. Let your intentions align with your tools. So through Scorpio season, it's a good time to connect with Mother Earth Gaia to keep you grounded through all of this watery energy of Scorpio. Okay, it's like you're being drenched and cleansed through the waters of Scorpio, and then when we get into Sagittarius, you're being warmed up and dried with that fire energy. Okay, so Scorpio season is a time of cleansing for you, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and maybe even physically. Maybe some of you are just going to be very inspired to make drastic changes and, go on a cleanse, start doing some fasting, things like that to heal your physical body. So it's time for balance, healing, and cleansing through Scorpio season. Make sure you are connecting with Mother Earth Gaia every day to keep you grounded, and, taking like a salt bath. And, Sagittarius also got this card first thing out. So if you got Sagittarius rising, North Node, or Moon, be sure to check out Sag. But taking a salt bath is very cleansing to both your body and your energy. And if you're not into taking baths, you can definitely do a foot soak with salt and just allow that to cleanse and your physical energy and your, vibration, your spirit, because that's what crystals are about. And being very activated, Capricorn. And sleep potion. Rest deeply. Let tranquility guide you into restful slumber. You need to make sleeping a priority through Scorpio season. Okay, you need to get more rest than normal, Capricorn, because being earth energy, the water replenishes you. Okay, it replenishes you and it's cleansing you. And it's a time to relax and rejuvenate and just do all things that are positive. Getting enough sleep, making sure you're hydrated, making sure you're eating right, you're eating clean and whole foods and not junk and processed crap. Right now, you need to be very in tune with your physical avatar, and again, getting enough sleep, because you're being activated spiritually, which can cause you to be more tired and more fatigued than normal. And all of this is happening as a preparation for what's to come by the time we get into your season. So it's like you're being prepared for your birthday, Capricorn. Okay? Everything that's going on right now needs to happen and take place for what's to come. So resting, treating yourself right, getting enough nutrition and hydration, cleansing your energy, and then also cleansing your mind, your heart. It's vital, because you want to be the best version of you by the time you get to your season because of what's coming then. And bell, look at that, clear the air, let the sound purify your space and mind. So, you know, sound frequency is very similar. You know, oh my gosh, I was going to say like the sage. And look at the very next card is the smudge stick. So actually, I want to put this all together because what you're being told is to heal and balance your body, to heal and balance your energy and the energy of your space, and to cleanse and purify your body, your energy and space, okay? Your heart, your mind. It's time for a deep, deep cleansing and making sure that you're getting enough sleep, because through this cleanse, you're going to be more tired than normal. And I feel there's things that are just naturally happening that are transforming inside of you about old emotions of the past, old struggles of the past, all of it. And it's transforming. Capricorn, you are shedding a skin. You are turning over a new leaf. You just need to make sure that you are getting enough sleep and not running yourself thin. You know, think of like the caterpillar, how it has to feed and feed and feed and feed before it goes into the cocoon. That's what's happening. It's like you're being prepared for the cocoon. And it's so symbolic because when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, its body goes through a metamorphosis, right? So for you, it's like you're creating the space for the cocoon, and going into the cocoon is sleep. Moment of stillness. A moment of great transformation. All right, you've got the moon, emotions, instincts, subconscious. You're going to be very in tune with your emotions. You're really going to be feeling your emotions. And also, you are impacted by the moon. So we've got the Taurus full moon on November 5th. And then we've got the Scorpio new moon on November 18th. And we're going to have the Gemini full moon and the Sagittarius new moon, you know, in December. And then we're going to move into your season. Okay. Wait, did I jump ahead with moons? No, I did not jump ahead with moons. And then in your season, we're going to have the Capricorn new moon and the Cancer full moon. Okay. So each moon is creating a shift and activation within you. Psyche, soul, consciousness, mind. See? Expansion, awakening, activation spiritually. You and Sagittarius got deeply spiritual messages here. Waning crescent moon, surrender, restoration, and trust. And that goes back into the sleep potion. Scorpio season is not a time for you to push against the grain. It's a time for you to surrender and just allow yourself rest and relaxation, floating in the waters. And now look at this, Gaia, earth, nature, embodiment. So Mother Earth Gaia is calling out to you to connect with her every single day. And you get that through the crystals and through this card that says Mother Earth, well, Gaia. Channel the Earth's energy, let your intentions align with your tools, and Gaia, earth, nature, embodiment. So Mother Earth is calling out to you. Look up on YouTube quick meditations to connect your energy with Mother Earth Gaia, and make sure you're doing that every day, because she's going to keep you solid and steady and grounded through Scorpio season. Okay, and she's also going to help cleanse and purify you and your energy. And maybe even listen to some 963 hertz pure tone or meditation music to help clear up your own energy field, as well as the energy of your space. You're being prepared. It's almost like also if you're going to go on a date, like let's say you haven't dated in a long time and you're going to go out with somebody and you want to get spruced up, so you go get a haircut, you get a new outfit, maybe you get some new perfume or new cologne. You're preparing for the moment because it's something good, right? And that's what I'm getting for you guys through Scorpio season, is you're preparing for something amazing that's coming in by your birthday. Now is the time to make changes, Capricorn. If you know that you need to start eating healthier, it's time to do that. If you need to start getting more exercise and movement in your body, do that, because movement allows energy to flow. If you need to relax in a hot salt water bath, do so, because you're being prepared. And anything shifting and changing, let it happen. And you might have some nights where you're crying and you're really feeling your pain of those unresolved issues, but cry it out, because you're letting the energy flow. When you're moving around, you're letting the energy flow. If you deep clean your space, and I mean, you got the smudge stick, you deep clean your space, reorganize your space, donate all the stuff you don't need anymore, get rid of all the junk, deep clean, rearrange, smudge it. It's preparing you. You are not going to be the same Capricorn, okay? There's like this rebirth of you. But it's not like a quick snap of the finger. It's a slower moving energy between now and your birthday. And you're just going to feel intuitively like you need to do certain things or change certain things. And the reason for that is because of the new frequency you're becoming. Eight of Wands, look at that. Energy's moving as you're moving. Queen of Wands. King of Pentacles, there you are at the center. Nine of Swords, don't worry, don't fear. It's okay to do things differently. And Page of Cups. Yeah, your intuition is strong. Your emotions are more sensitive than normal. You're receiving a lot of guidance from your spiritual team. There are things that you need to change, but also with this Eight of Wands, this is the movement of your energy. So if you are grounding yourself and you clean and rearrange, reorganize, get rid of stuff, do the smudging, do the saltwater bath, all of that is going to really allow energy to start moving at a much quicker pace for you. And because of that, you need to make sure you are getting more sleep and not worrying and over analyzing. Like whatever's happening, it's allowing everything to truly fall into place. And also with the moon, pay attention to what's happening in your dreams, because you're getting guidance from your spiritual team through your dreams. You and Sag have a very, very similar reading, okay? And you even got a Queen of Wands here. So some of you, this is because you've got Sagittarius, Moon, Rising, North Node, or some strong Sagittarius placement in your chart. And for some of you, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, okay? And if that's the case, beautiful changes and healing are coming to relationships, okay? Or it could even be for my singles out there, you're about to meet a new Sagittarius and you both are very much on the same page, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and you're having a very similar experience through Scorpio season. But you don't need to worry, you don't need to overanalyze. Right now is a time of surrender, of nurturing. Five of Cups, let go of the past. Look at that, Eight of Cups, you are walking away from it. Nine of Swords, so you got that twice. Capricorn, you don't need to worry. Yeah, look at, you're fearing the worst here. And Seven of Pentacles, okay. Did I just call you Sag? Capricorn, You don't need to worry, okay? Anything that's happening, unfolding right now, it's truly moving things in a better direction for you. I feel by your birthday, something really amazing is happening, and there's just different changes that you've got to make, and you've got to adjust in your frequency to receive it. And that's, you know, what you're going through during Scorpio season, because that energy is about the shadow and transmutating it and changing. And it's just throughout this whole reading, it's like you're being spiritually activated through Scorpio season, and it's bringing a lot of things to the surface for you and helping you connect dots. And from there, deep healing comes in, and you are able to let go of the past and stuff that's been hurting you and haunting you and bothering you. And you're reconnecting with yourself and starting to have more love, honor, patience, and respect with yourself. This is very soulful. And again, very similar to Sagittarius. So just, you know, if things do feel kind of hard, just tell yourself this is happening for my highest good, because something amazing is coming in around my birthday or my new solar year. You're being prepared early. You're starting your solar return early. Little Luxuries generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. See, things are getting better for you, but there's some change, some turbulence, okay, that has to take place first. And it's not crazy. I don't see anything bad happening to you. I just see like you're more worried and fearful about bad things, or life has just been really heavy on you. And look at the very next one, abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. Okay, something beautiful is coming by your birthday or by Capricorn season, and you are in the process of preparation and transformation in order to be able to receive that. Okay, and look up the deeper meaning of abracadabra. Okay, it's magical. I know we see it in movies and cartoons where it's like abracadabra, alakazam, you know, poof, something magical happens. But there is magic around abracadabra. So look that up and use it, speak it to bring in what it is that you desire. All right. So those are your messages. Again, if you would like a personal reading with me, links will be listed below. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care.